So today something really struck me as really interesting today in one of my classes. So for my English class, one of our assignments was to read a story called The Necklace that was written in the 19th century. Just to give a quick summary, it's about a couple living together. They are middle class and they couldn't ask for anything more. Basically, their life is fine the way it is. But the wife, on one hand, is a bitch. She thinks because she is pretty that she deserves more than what she already has. Now keep in mind, she is living middle class. She has maids and butlers, and she lives in a nice house. She doesn't have to do any work. All she has to do is sit at home while her husband goes and works and makes money and think about nothing. She has no worries on her mind. Because she thinks she is so stunning, she thinks that she deserves a lot more. She deserves to be royalty. She deserves to have a lot of money and a huge house. So anyway, the husband comes to her with these tickets to a ball. Now this is a really expensive fancy ball. Everybody's gonna be dressed up and everything. And she doesn't even thank him. She says, "Oh crap, I don't have anything to wear." Not even a thank you, not a hug or anything. I mean, that guy deserves a high five or something. And basically, she doesn't have anything to wear, so the husband, who's been saving up for a new gun, spends his money for her to get a new dress that she doesn't need. And on top of that, she still isn't satisfied. She needs some expensive piece of jewelry to go along with it. So since they can't afford the jewelry, she has to borrow jewelry from one of her good friends. And of course, she picks out the most expensive necklace that she can find. Now she wears the necklace to the ball, and then at the end of the ball she loses it. She loses the necklace that she borrows from her friend. Now instead of confessing that she lost the necklace, she goes around and asks, her and her husband go around and ask to borrow money from loan sharks and their friends, because apparently the necklace is valued at 36,000 francs. And I'm not really sure what that is in dollars, but it's a lot of money. It's the 19th century. So they go around, ask people for money, and they go to the jewelry store and buy a necklace that looks exactly like it, a diamond necklace that looks exactly like it, and they return it to her. Now they do owe all those people money, the money that they borrowed from them. So for the next 10 years, they work their asses off trying to pay back the money that they borrowed from the loan sharks and their friends. 10 years. And on top of that, because they have to pay back a lot of money, they have to now live in a poor class situation. They have to downgrade. They basically live in an attic. They get rid of all their maids and butlers. Basically all the luxuries that they had in their middle class life are now gone because they have to pay back a lot of money. Now the story ends by the wife going up to the person that she borrowed the necklace from, then lost. You know, that necklace, I actually lost it, and you know, it's worth a lot of money, and I spent the last 10 years working my butt off, and now I realize, you know, work pays off. Come to find out that the necklace that she lost was a fake. The diamonds weren't real. Now because of this woman's pride, she wasted the last 10 years paying off something that could have been fixed by saying, "Hey, I lost this. Is there anything I can do?" And it was her best friend. Knowing her best friend, even if the necklace was real, she would have said, "Don't worry about it," or, you know, "Pay it off to me whenever you can." 10 years. She spent 10 years doing everything she can, and on top of that, she's aged terribly, so she looks like crap now, and her best friend still looks good. And this would have been avoided if she just fessed up in the first place and said, "Hey, I lost your necklace." You know, she could have avoided working for 10 years, but no, she's too proud. She wants to prove that she can pay off her debt. Anyway, that's the story that we had to read. And it really got me thinking, you know, women are kind of like that. They like to experience luxury all the time. Now don't get me wrong, luxuries are nice, but to a point where, you know, they don't have to pay for any of them. Let's say I had a girlfriend, and we were planning on getting together, you know, doing whatever came to mind. So let's say our idea is, let's watch a movie. You know, most likely, since she's a woman, she's gonna say, "Let's go out to the movies," and I'm gonna say, "Why don't we just stay in and watch a movie?" "Oh, well, you know, I wanna go out." Okay, so what are you going to be gaining if you go out to the movies? "Oh, I know what you'll be gaining. You'll be gaining a free trip to the movies because you're going to expect my ass to pay. You're going to expect my broke ass to pay for you." You didn't even consider, oh, maybe, you know, he's trying to save money because he's in college and he doesn't want to be mooching off of his parents for the next 5 years. Maybe, you know, we can just this once stay in and watch a movie on TV for free. But no. We have to go out so people can see you in your mediocre outfit that nobody's going to really care about. and I don't care about either. You know, it's that kind of stuff that really, gender definitely separates point of view on value. Just because the guy's taking the woman out on the date means that the guy should pay for everything. Yes, that is correct. You know, there may be a time where the guy may not be able to afford something, but, you know, the girl insists that he pay for it. For all the guys out there, we've ran into this situation before. A girl wants you to spend money on something that you don't even need to spend money on. Here's another example. Let's say a couple is planning their wedding. The girl's going to be extremely excited because she gets to plan and decorate what her wedding's going to look like, and oh, it's all about her now, right? And then she expects the guy to just, you know, pay up. Doesn't matter. I don't care if you're in debt. Just, you know, swipe the credit card and let it be done. On top of that, we have to go out and get you a freaking ring. Now, most women wouldn't tell the difference between a diamond and a cubic zirconia. So for all we know, the ring that you're wearing right now could be a fake. That's right, I said it. It could be a fake. Now, what if it was fake? What would you do? Would you divorce your husband because he got you a fake ring? Is the quality of your relationship based off of a rock? If it is, then you need to go bury your head in the ground because you are absolutely stupid. Don't try to act like the guy lied to you. It's not like you asked, oh, is it a real diamond? Then if he said, yeah, it's a real diamond, then yeah, he lied to you. Then, you know, he's screwed. But on the other hand, if you assume that it's a real diamond and you don't ask him, that's on you. I haven't really been there, but I can imagine that it's a painful process going to a jewelry store and seeing the price tags on those frickin' rings. And I see it all the time. Women who think that they deserve more than everybody else, who can't just settle for mediocrity sometimes. It has to be something that is expensive that they don't pay for. So my advice to you women who like to swipe your hubby's credit card, think, if I spend all his money, you know, where am I gonna get my next meal? You know, think about it that way. And my advice to you guys is keep a lockdown on your cash, alright? Just because she sits there and whines and pouts and throws a fit doesn't mean you have to satisfy her with money, you know? Let her complain, let her cry. She's gonna be like a little kid. And if she's gonna be like a little kid, you gotta treat her like a little kid. She wants something that she's not gonna get, then don't give it to her, let her learn, and she'll shut up. I'm gonna go take a nap.